whenever you get scared of what people are going to think about you, or what you're wearing, or what kind of name brand clothes you got on, or anything that has to do with someone else's point of view other than your own. And so I think that it's common, right, to have this type of fear, have this type of, how can I put it, just insecurity about whether or not you fit in. And it's human nature, it's natural, right? So fitting in, meaning that maybe you're not in the same income bracket, maybe you're not doing the same line of work, or maybe you can't afford as much as the next person. And it's always in constant battle of just like, man, I gotta keep up with the Joneses. That's what that saying's about. It's living beyond your means just because you're more focused about other people's point of view versus your actual point of view, your own point of view. And so what I'm going to talk about in this episode is how can we use that insecurity to our benefit, to our advantage. And I found a way. It's actually a hack that has to do with an insecurity, which is great, because if that sounds like you, where you currently are considering other people's point of view, because the opposite of this type of mentality is just like, I don't care at all what the other party thinks. I don't care what anyone thinks. I'm gonna get mine, and I'm gonna make sure my family is taken care of. You might be in that zone. And if you are, this may not necessarily be a hack to you, or it could be. You let me know what you think. But here's the hack. Whether you are or you're not scared or always kind of just ruled by the other person's point of view, basically the society or public, and it means a lot to you to be in first position. It means a lot to you to wear the name brand. It means a lot to you to flaunt, right? To always one-up people, because it's basically a sign of insecurity, right? Like, you got that one-upper friend, and if that's you, that's okay. And even if it's just you to a degree, where you're just like, you know what, I don't want to let anyone know my financial position. I don't want to let anybody know that I'm living check to check. Regardless, this is the hack, how to use it to your advantage. It's basically putting it out in the open, putting it out in the public of what your goal is. Kind of memorializing it, if that makes sense. Memorializing it, meaning that you are putting it in stone. You're putting it out there. And so, for example, if I took a picture of my car, right, and I posted it, and I said, you know what, this is a timestamp to memorialize the car that I have here in 2017, and how long it's going to take me to get, my Bentley, or how long it's going to take me to get my Rolls Royce. And those just happen to be two cars that I would prefer. I'd actually prefer those over a Lamborghini, just because I like the classiness. I'd rather get a Bentley and put Lamborghini doors on it. How about that? But you get what I'm saying. You're memorializing the kind of the commitment. And so why I believe that helps, why I think that is going to actually be an advantage to your insecurity, is number one, is you have enough courage to put it out there. Number two is that if you put a certain pressure on yourself because of other people's point of view, imagine the motivation you're going to give yourself if you actually put it in the open, because you're worried you're not going to fail. And I think that's why you're worried about what other people's thoughts are. You're just worried about about whether or not you're going to fail, whether or not you're going to look like a jackass. And trust me, I've been on this earth for 36 years. If you fail, it does not mean you're a jackass. It just means that you need to try again. It means that you just came up on a way not to do it, right? So now you're stronger the next go around. You know how many fails I've had in my life? I was set up for failure. I'm supposed to be a failure, but because I have thick skin and I'm stubborn and I want it more than most. How about that? And I'm willing to do more than most. And that's what distinguishes me. That's what separates us that follow Sales Remastered. If that's you, then that's where you want to be. And so my message to you is that how do you use an insecurity to your advantage? And that's exactly how. It's using the advantage or the fear that you're going to fail to your own benefit, right? So it's kind of like walking up in front of, the whole sales floor, and in this case, walking out in front of the world because you post it and say, hey, this is my goal. My goal is here's where I am right now on June 17th, 2017. And I'm going to memorialize this because I want to know how long it'll take before I can get my Lamborghini, or how long I could take before I get my Bentley, or how long I could take before my Rolls Royce. And you can put it out there as kind of a tester, so you're not too much pressure, because some people just bite their nails, and I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to just have so much anxiety where you live with a spinner or like a fidget a fidget toy. Those are cool though. But where I'm getting at is you could try it out that way. I think that's still playing it too safe. In my opinion, I would put a time limit on it, but that's just me. I've been conditioned, and I've been training my mind to do that. I've been doing it for a long time. So, but if this is your first time and you kind of want to have like an escape route, you kind of want to just have a plan B, or if you really want to know which of your friends and which of your family members truly believe in you, then try that. Just say, hey, you know what? I want to see how long it takes before I get my first helicopter. And those who really don't think you can do it are gonna laugh. They're gonna think that you're kidding, or they're gonna make a joke. And it might be your family, it might be your friends. And the key thing is, do not get mad at that. Do not take that personal, because it shouldn't be. They're either thinking you're joking, or they just cannot see it yet. However, you can. You could see inside your mind. You already know what kind of lifestyle you want. And so don't get offended by it, but be encouraged by it. Be encouraged because they have no fucking idea how powerful you are. Be encouraged by it because you understand that success is the best revenge. Be encouraged because you need that motivation. When you move through life, you're gonna have haters, you're gonna have doubters, you're gonna have people that look at you and smile, but then they talk shit behind your back. Get used to that. If they're not talking about you, you're not doing enough. You're not moving enough. You're not achieving enough. You are not a point of envy yet if they are not talking about you, if they're not whispering about you, if they're not throwing hate towards your way. Understand that only the successful get hated. Only the poor and the weak and the timid and the helpless do not get in that zone. Does that make sense? So every time you find yourself in that zone, every time you find yourself with haters, I like to call them fan club, because those are my fans. I think to myself, hey, this means I'm on the right path, because my fan club is growing, because my fan club is trying to stop me. Does that make sense? And so it's really all in your perspective. And all I'm doing is thinking outside the box, because I've done this. I've done this on this brand. I've done this on on becoming a licensed sales agent again, through real estate. And I don't mean I sell property. I mean I sell money. I sell financial services over the phone. However, I got a lot of friends and family who are in the real estate business, who do outside sales, and so I can help them. And I got a bunch of content that I'm going to release right now. So I hope that you found this video helpful. It's under 10 minutes, and I hope that you're able to watch it through. If you like it, please share, comment, and give me your feedback. But more importantly, also check out the other videos. If you like episodes like this and you want to learn about life hacks, motivation hacks, sales hacks, growth hacks, all these different hacks that I've been able to figure out on my own through mentoring, through having a mentor, through reading, through studying my craft. If you don't have time to put in to study your craft of sales, if you are new at sales and you just want to hurry up and get through the pitfalls, or avoid the pitfalls, I should say, then you're going to want to follow at SalesRemastered. If you also have an account on Instagram or Facebook, I'm there as well, including of course YouTube. You want to check me out on different platforms wherever you're at, because the content's different. And I hope that it all helps, man. That's what I'm here for. So feel free to DM me with any requests, or you can email me, Daniel@salesremastered.com. Have a great day.